welcome to SUGOI Central.
So it's a SUGOI CAST, Troy. Messing it up
SUGOI
again.
CAST. Oh,
It's
yeah.
the same
SUGOI
thing,
CAST,
basically.
my bad.
Okay,
Same
well,
thing.
anyways, today we have Ryan. Say hi, Ryan.
How's it going?
Troy. Say hi, Troy.
Hey, what's up?
We have Nosebleed, also known as Andrew. Say hi, Andrew.
What's up, people?
Melis. Say hi, Melis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that? Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, let's talk about gateway anime. Anime that you should be starting off, or you should watch when you're first
Anime
starting
that
off
we're
with anime.
recommending to new people.
Can I just put a disclaimer, by the way? We've all got completely different opinions on this.
Yes,
Oh, there
everybody
would be-
has different opinions. You
We
know,
will be very toxic towards each other.
opinions are like
Probably.
buttholes. Everyone has one.
Some just get fucked more than others.
That is right.
Nosebleed's like comment at the end was fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm thinking Akame got Killed is a good gateway anime.
Yeah, that actually. I mean, okay. Before, I know Ryan here thinks it's a incredibly crappy show. However, I'm not gonna say it's bad. I actually think it's a really good show. I'm not sure if I feel like it's a good gateway anime, like a new one for people.
I think it's good because the anime, okay, it's not very plot rich and the characters aren't very interesting per se, but it's a good action anime, and it's
Art style is good as well.
yeah, it's like it's not something people will like get their mind blown over, but it's something that it'll basically help them ease into other good action animes like Fate Stay or
Well, I guess it's really what you're looking for, because with that anime, there's a lot of gore and there's a lot of murder, and it plays a lot on feels. So it depends on really what genre you want to start with, considering that there's so many different genres.
True.
Yeah.
I think Angel Beats could be a good one too, though.
I like how we skipped over that so that I didn't bash.
Oh, well, okay. Back to Akame. What's your opinion, Ryan?
Right. First off, my hatred for the show isn't based on the show itself, because I actually think it's not a bad thing to start with. It's just my hatred comes from the fact that around a certain part, it just completely goes away from the manga. And because I've read the manga and I kind of was watching it like, what the fuck is going on?
I don't think it's that bad.
Do you like Full Metal Alchemist then? Because they did that with Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, that's an exception.
That's an exception. Okay, you know what?
I
FMA,
feel
bro.
like that's kind of bullshit. That it's like you can't do one without the other here.
It's a fair point, but I think it was because I didn't check the manga for Full Metal Alchemist until after. Whereas
You're contradicting yourself.
Whereas
This is
Akame
where
got
I can
killed,
say that
I
this
watched
was
it
your
before.
personal experience, so your point is invalid.
Your point is
Because we're
invalid.
going to go for the general masses here. Unless they were watching it and reading it at the same time, your point won't come up.
And most of the time, mangas are better.
True. That FMA's
They're
the first
not better?
yeah. Most of the time, the mangas are better. She said.
Oh, alright. Okay.
I said the Full Metal Alchemist, like the first one that came out. What was it? 2006, whatever. I thought was total crap compared to FMA Brotherhood. That's just my biased opinion.
So, FMA Brotherhood was the original story, and Full Metal Alchemist is just where they went haywire after like 20 episodes or some shit, because the manga wasn't done right.
Right.
Alright.
Well, I think Akame got killed. I think Akame got killed, even though it finished before its original adaptation was finished. I think it still was pretty good. Although, I mean,
Akame. It was a good show in my opinion. It was a really good show in my opinion. There are some definitely terrible things about it. I just think it might turn off new people. Like, it depends on who you're... I guess it depends on who you're suggesting it to. If you're suggesting it to somebody that's never seen anything like anime before, some of the designs in it are absolutely atrocious and might give someone a bad impression. That's just me, though. That's just me saying that some of those designs are bad, but... and there's a lot of What?
I think it's good. I mean, it does have a lot of problems, and it's not like I want to say. I just think it's a good gateway to action anime. It kind of shows what anime can be. It can be dark and can be tragedy-ish, and it can be messed up at times.
I mean, like I said, it's my hatred isn't based on the show in itself. I think if you're gonna start off with it, I do actually think it is a good thing to watch. It's just because I saw the manga beforehand, and then watched the show kind of because I didn't experience the manga with Full Metal Alchemist beforehand, so I didn't really know that it went completely offhand until after I'd watched it.
That's the same with me.
So with Akame Kill, I knew it, therefore that annoyed me. But,
Yeah.
I think, well, I guess Akame Kills it does have its problems. I guess it just all depends on the person you're introducing it to.
Now I'm curious here. What would you guys all rate it at? Each person.
Akame Kill?
Yeah.
I rated it a. Let me check. A 7. I'm gonna change that to a 6 probably.
I'd
probably.
say a 7's about right for me.
I believe I gave it a 7, like a strong 7, light 8 maybe.
I gave it quite low, but
What was your rating, Ryan?
it was quite bad.
What was your rating,
A
Ryan?
3 or a 4 or something?
Oh, Rao. Yep.
Something like
Okay, we're gonna skip Ryan's opinion on everything from now on.
Man, you're
Yeah.
the black sheep in this crowd, Ryan.
Ryan, can you please exit the call without making too much noise?
that. Sure.
JK.
JK.
Um,
Oh my gosh.
Come on, we're not on text speech, man.
Yeah.
We're in a video call. You're supposed to go and talk. You're not supposed to go and use abbreviations. Fucking retard.
You know what is a good gateway anime that I think
Madoka
is,
Magica?
not Madoka Magica. Nobody
Really? Are
is
you
ready.
sure?
Yo, dude, no, coming from someone who actually watched Madoka Magica to get into anime, that is a very tough anime to get into. Like,
Really?
that is it's very, in my opinion, it was very slow for the first couple episodes, and then it picked up to episode 3, and it had a lot of symbolic and symbolism in it, or symbolism, whatever. Had a lot of symbolism in it, so not many people would understand it, and some people would probably get confused, because I know I did a couple times.
Really? I didn't really think it was confusing.
It just especially since it's magical girls, it may turn off a lot of people, especially the males. I feel like at times,
I guess
like
so.
if you're, but it's not a bad anime by far. I gave that a 10. Like, that's a fantastic anime.
Wow, I didn't even know you gave it a 10. But I don't know. I kind of feel like excuse my dog's back there, but I mean, I don't know. I just kind of feel like it's really not that hard to really digest. There's a lot of the art's pretty good in it, but it's not like too over the top. The characters are pretty good, but they're not too over the top. There's not a whole lot of gore everywhere. In fact, it's pretty reserved.
Yeah, it is. Like, I didn't see any blood in it. I don't remember.
Yeah, and there's not a whole lot of sexual objectification compared to most. And on top of that, it's a good show. And I mean, and once again, all these things that I mentioned, I don't necessarily think are negatives. I'm just saying for people who have never watched anime before, it's kind of, for me, I could see it being an easier one to show someone and not feel awkward about it.
It would definitely shock some people at episode 3 with a certain someone's death.
Well, I mean, like,
That took me surprised.
you wouldn't want to show someone a harem like Familiar of Zero.
Oh no, dude! Like if my friend showed me that, I would be like, yeah, I'm gonna pass on anime. I hated that show so much.
Wasn't that great?
Actually,
I think really liked it. I'm just saying. I like the first season.
The first season was all right. Yeah, I did, but I'm kind of getting tired of random big boobed maids, ruining the cute moments.
Everybody's getting tired of that.
He doesn't want the porn, he wants the cute moments.
I'm sorry, Mr. Queen of Ecchi. Mr. Queen of Ecchi knows.
It's just funny because so what's your perfect anime then? Do you want all the cute moments, then you want them all to die afterwards? You really like all the horror? and all this like you want all the feels, but you want all the cuteness.
It's
So
like
you want like this whole like parade of cute animals and little girls, and you just want them all slaughtered in the next hour.
I would enjoy that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess that's why you have High School of the Dead then.
Well, there's no, you don't slaughter like. Well,
That's not considered cute. That's all giant titted women.
basically.
It's also got Matrix style physics as well.
I will quote that again. My favorite one was, "My boobs hurt because you used them to balance an AK-47."
Oh, that's is that Ray? Is that name?
I don't even know, but that was such a hilarious scene. Even though I can kind of believe it was a crap anime.
Yeah, I don't recommend that as a gateway into anime, guys.
I don't recommend that at all. You stay away from that until you finish like 40 to 50 and you like boobs.
Use it as a gradual
That's
progression.
each year is ridiculous.
You know, one of the first anime I've watched. Have you guys seen Occult Academy?
I have, yeah.
Oh my gosh. I don't even
did you
know.
hate
That was
it,
like one of
Troy?
the first I watched, like right after Death Note. I was kind of excited to see what else was there.
It sounds like
Honestly, I mean, when I was first
How about
watching
you,
it,
Ryan?
I didn't think it was too bad, but it just kind of got, progressively worse, and the last few episodes were painful.
Yeah.
I
I
was
have the
thinking
exact
about
same
watching
opinion on it.
Yeah.
But, like, as soon as what Troy told me, it was like, I got a total turn off from what Troy told me. And I'm like, yeah, I'll pass. Maybe I'll watch it if I'm, like, trying to scrape for, like, just any anime to watch. Eventually, I'll watch it.
I can't remember exactly, but didn't like the main character at the end just like grab a spoon and start flying towards the machines and like just like he started like crippling them?
Oh my god!
Oh, you
He,
just
like-
remind me of something retarded.
I mean,
There's another anime called Chrome Shell Rigoros.
Oh, I've seen
The
it.
whole thing is swordplay, and at the last episode, this is kind of a spoiler. He's from this overpowered group, and he has this traditional family, and they each have their own swords.
Yeah.
And at the last episode, both of them combine, and out of fucking nowhere, he starts riding the sword like a fucking surfboard, and kills the main boss.
With
like,
a surfboard.
Way out of left field.
I can't-
Like
I
it's
can
in the
vouch
next
for that. It is
continent.
crazy
Just
what
comes
happens.
flying in, combines, fucking surfboard sword. Let's go, murder everything. We all win. Everyone goes home. We have this giant banquet. Fuck the main heroine. Have fun. We're done.
You know what's an excellent first anime? I think is Soul Eater. That is such a good intro to shonens, in my opinion.
I was gonna say Gurren Lagann, honestly.
Gurren Lagann,
I
but
say
that's-
Gurren Lagann as well.
I prefer
it's
Soul Eater.
cartoony, and then for the second half, it actually starts to develop into more like bigger scientific thought, while having a okay plot. I mean,
And,
it
like-
can still be ridiculous at times. Have the comedy. It's good.
Dude, the
mixture.
entire last fight was like people throwing universes at each other.
Yeah, I get that. That's kind of ridiculous.
That's why I loved it so much though, is because it was so ridiculously stupid, and it worked though. It was very
It was just
It's
fun.
very-
It knows
man.
what it is,
Fun
and it
anime.
does it well.
Yeah.
yeah.
if you guys were to recommend a romance anime to somebody that's new, what would you
Toradora.
recommend?
No, please, no,
Toradora.
Toradora. No, please.
Melis does not like Tor. I don't.
You do not like Toradora.
I don't like Toradora
Actually,
either.
I'm generous on scores, and the one actually I gave 4 is Toradora, and I don't have anything under 7, I think.
So
Oh, I
I
why
don't have
two,
anything
sorry.
under 7.
why
I have
don't
2.
you
Plastic Memories. It's a romance too.
why don't you like Toradora? I'm interested to know.
Well,
Oh, one thing before Melis says, Melis Troy has a thing for lollies and
What?
you
That
know-
is
God.
not even.
Yeah, I'm joking, but yeah, Troy's a big fan of Toradora.
am
I
actually
enjoyed it.
A pretty big.
You
I'm
have,
pretty
like, a
keen on
DVD.
Toradora, so.
I feel like that's kind of sad for me because I had a lolly when I was in high school for one of my classes. I always wondered, what would that even be like? And then someone who I worked with also basically was his girlfriend was like a lolly, and it's like, really? What is that even like? He said, That was basically the end of that conversation.
I like, in my opinion, from someone who date like my girlfriend was, or my ex-girlfriend was taller than me, I would prefer. Okay, all of you guys fight me. Okay,
Are you like 5'6"?
all of you guys.
We don't need to. She can do it for us.
Hunter's
Okay.
Hunter's Yondir girlfriend.
Ugh.
Oh, you have no idea.
Is it that bad?
It wasn't that bad, but it was it wasn't terrible. It was interesting though. I learned from it.
Soon Yonter turned into SMN, and you get all this other shit going.
She's a good girlfriend though. She was a good girlfriend.
Shit.
It just
Maybe
wasn't-
maybe a little too good.
Maybe it's a little too. Okay, try.
Stockholm syndrome.
Has
Oh,
anyone noticed that we've kind of gone away from gateway anime?
You know,
You know what?
that's podcast.
Yo, it's a podcast. You're supposed to go off the cuff. You just roll with it.
Yeah, but that's us, man. That's how it is, you know.
Throw shit at the wall.
But
and
no,
make
no,
the
no,
best
no.
of it.
Okay.
No,
Actually,
no, I don't
hold
think-
on, hold on. Before we say any more thing else, I want to get this beef out of the way. Melis, why don't you like Toradora?
It goes back
God.
to it.
Don't
Jeez.
hate me, but actually, I have many friends who likes Toradora, and I started watching it. And in first episode, even though I'm a girl, I feel gay. It was, I don't know. It has so shitty romance and not romance in it, but I finished the series because until the last moment, I was wondering what people see in it. And I really dislike that Taiga Isaka. But I like the main protagonist. Well, she feels like, you know, pedophilia, and
Pedophilia.
she's so small.
Well,
Small.
Why do you
Well,
like it?
okay. I watched this really good video that explained the concept of it really well, but I mean a lot of people see Taiga as being what is it? Is it Sunder? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, Sunder.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sunder. Yeah.
Sundale.
As-
We're
a
gonna
lot
be
of
killed
people.
for mispronouncing that, by the way.
A lot of
Oh, yeah.
people. Yeah, I know, right? There's gonna be a lot of fans. Yeah.
The pitchforks are gonna be outside our houses as well.
Well, thank God that we don't have that many viewers yet. So,
He's ready to get
but
the
I
stones.
mean, a lot of people kind of see her as being a typical.
Has anyone seen The
Sunder or
Simpsons,
whatever,
where in the
however
Simpsons
you
film where that happens, where they get all the
pronounce that
pitchforks
correctly.
out trying to kill Homer?
But really,
Or am I the
she's
only one
not.
that's
She
seen
I
that?
think the
actually
better
one of the
question is Simpsons
characters.
anime? Why are we talking about it?
It's a real question. And you know, the best anime is Corey in the House, though. Nobody gets the meme? Okay.
No.
Darude Sandstorm.
Dread Sandstorm.
Navy games.
But it's a great show. That's all I'm gonna say. There's no objection, and you're wrong.
I have different. Oh, wow. Oh, getting feisty.
Someone needs to learn how to make an argument.
I have.
I was
have
making an
a-
argument.
You're just wrong. We'll just go with this. You're just wrong.
In my opinion, Toradora was. I think Toradora is a fantastic gateway anime to romance. Like, fantastic gateway to anime romance. Like, I don't think any other anime romance could be as well done to start off like someone who's new to anime. Like, it's well animated. The story is pretty good. It introduces like common character tropes like Sundara, the Ditz, who was the redhead basically, and it was just the
And
yeah,
there's
there's
a,
like
hyperactive girl who works all the time.
yep, basically it was just there's a lot of good common tropes that introduced, and I think it brought me into the liking romance more. I think sure, you recommended that to me to watch it, and I watched it and I got hooked. I liked it. I gave it an 8 out of 10. I've seen some
I think
pretty
it's going a bit far, honestly.
what 8 out of
I give
10.
it a 7,
Yeah.
I think.
I give it a 6.
I don't think it deserves a 6. I think it's
Well, you gotta take into account I don't like the genre that much.
okay, true. You're more of like the retarded, moronic.
What do you think about the Sakura Soul? No.
Sakura
not
Soul-
Kanojo.
So first Toradora, good recommend like good gateway anime, and then you go from Toradora, and you want to ease up. Like I guess what's a good anime to watch after Toradora? That's romance.
I suggest Golden Time, personally.
Golden Time, yeah, Golden Time. Golden Time's a good one.
I'm bored of that. Fuck that.
Wow, I was so hyped when you started watching that, and then like I saw it, and you're like, nah, I dropped it.
Wait, can I ask? Did you drop it simply because of the amnesia storyline? Or just because it was boring in
no,
general?
that would interest me more than the actual show, actually.
Really?
Yes. Even though it's kind of a cliche.
Only
What's
because
cliche?
that was the only thing I hated about it was the amnesia storyline. I just thought it was there to drag the whole thing out.
Well, it's one of those writing techniques where it's like, okay, we're gonna refresh this, and I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want with the main character. So it kind of goes like, well, you have infinite possibilities now within a certain realm if you don't fuck over the other characters.
He has a point.
It does.
Golden Time is one of my favorite romances, though. Like, I think I put it up as equal with Toradora.
Hold on.
Because I think they're both real.
Controversial.
You guys hear me?
okay.
You guys hear me clearly right now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Okay, now I want to comment on Golden Time because we're talking about that. Okay, I would agree. I think it actually would be a good gateway to romance for a new fan. However, Hunter, you said it was on par with Toradora.
Okay.
Okay.
Fanboy juice is coming out,
Okay,
guys.
don't worry. No, I'm not saying.
I'm clearing the blast radius.
Get
I'm
ready to
done-
get
I'm
dressed
talking
by
about Toradora. I'm done talking about
the blast
Toradora, but
radius.
I'm explaining Golden Time. Why I don't think it's a fantastic show. I think it's a
I
good
think it
show.
has good. I think it has good thought into it, though.
But-
Like,
None of us
what I
here
said
really
was
that
I said
Toradora is
Tor-
fantastic either.
Toradora's
Toradora is
a better
fantastic.
gateway anime, and then you should watch Golden Time, and then I think you should watch Sakura and a Pet.
I guess
Kanojo,
for me,
because-
for Golden Time, it's just that halfway through, like not necessarily halfway through, but I mean at a certain point, really, as soon as they introduce the whole amnesia and the whole ghost thing, whatever that's supposed to be, it gets absolutely ridiculous, and that's how I feel about Golden Time. At least I feel like the romance and the character progression was pretty solid in it, but the amnesia, man.
I can
Yeah.
100% agree with that because the amnesia was just the one thing that dragged it down, in my opinion.
Yeah, that was the one thing that really just irked me. It was just, and not to mention, that one other girl, the girl that kind of got left behind, that nobody really
The
cared
redhead?
about.
Linda?
No, the one,
purple, the stuck up chick.
no, the one
The
that
little
he was
kid.
friends with. No, the ones that he was friends with before the amnesia, and
Linda.
Oh,
Linda.
Golden Time.
Oh, Linda.
You're
yeah,
talking about Golden Time.
Linda, her. She was such kind of a useless character, in my opinion.
Okay, yo, no,
Just
I don't
hurts
think.
my feelings. I'm wishing
You hurt my feelings too. Like, Melis, you and I are gonna go in a corner and cry together, okay? Because she was like the best girl in the anime,
No, she
in
wasn't.
my opinion.
I completely agree.
Like, Linda was like, she was between her and Coco. Like, those two were like on equal level. If he would have ended up with either one, I would have been happy. Just because they were both very sweet, genuine characters that were kind of well thought out, and I really enjoyed it because it was focused on the main character and him dealing with it, but towards the end you actually saw how Linda was dealing with the amnesia herself because she lost a best friend basically.
I love
Well,
how
technically she
I love
lost
how
because
his
she
ghost. I love how his ghost started controlling the weather. How his other mind started just randomly controlling the weather.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was so. Yeah, that was iffy. That was iffy.
That wasn't just iffy. That was just flat out retarded.
Agreed.
I'm gonna pull out something I don't know if any of you guys have ever watched. It's called Hakura no Go. It's a game. Well, it's an anime about a board game called Go. I thought that was really good, honestly.
Was it what is it, a romance?
Not really. It's kind of just basically the main character ends up finding this board where you play Go and his
Jumanji?
grandfather's-
Yeah,
No.
Jumanji.
Shut up with your damn memes.
It's not even a meme. It's a movie, bruh. Come on.
Well, what do you think the original memes are?
Silence. You're using too much.
Go on, Nosblade.
And basically this ghost he goes and touches the board, and this ghost ends up possessing him and teaches him how to play Go. And it shows how he starts to love Go and his whole progression with it. And it was kind of a heartwarming story, coming of age, growing along with the game. Of course, he has to be in like high school or middle school, so typical anime there.
Oh yeah.
But other than that, it would be pretty good for starting.
How many episodes long is it?
75.
Jeez.
Whoa.
I didn't even.
I've watched longer, so
not
I
really sure
can't
if
because I've watched Hit
Well,
by
I know
Me
that
Bone,
I've
so-
watched longer than that too. Like, I mean, Naruto. But anyways,
Don't get me started on that filler. Oh.
That's too much filler. Read it. Don't watch it. Read it. Fuck that.
now what's a good gateway anime to tragedy? I think that is the toughest one. A gateway into tragedy.
Would you say Death Parade, kinda?
No, well, Death Parade, I guess, but yeah, Death Parade. That's a.
Choose
No, I
the
think that's a
tragedy
good.
of the other person right next to you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's go and murder your loved ones.
I don't think Death Parade's a good one into strategy. I think that's a good one into psychology. And there was what is it? Not psychology, but psychological anime.
But we don't characterize that
True.
normally.
I think Death Parade's I guess it's a good tragedy because it goes through and you switch each
Oh,
character.
I know
you don't
one.
get in-
I know one. Figured one. I know. That's good tragedy.
Well, say
Okay,
it. Don't
you know
just
what?
keep saying,
Oh.
I know.
You can freaking make people cry.
Well,
I don't wanna watch
if you're
that.
talking about tragedy, then there's only really. I'd say it's only that one that would probably get to you. Because if you're looking for tragedy anime, you're probably looking to cry.
Probably, yeah. I'm gonna hop back to the topic of shonens. And everybody's gonna get mad at me for it, but Attack on Titan.
Eh.
Yeah, sure.
Overrated.
I think that's a fantastic gateway anime too because I watched Madoka Magica first, and then I watched Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan in my eyes was like I couldn't put it down. Like it was so good, the animation is good. I loved like the emotion that was put into that anime with each character, and I loved it. And I think it's such a good anime to get you into like action and drama and a little horror, I guess, because it did have some pretty dark elements to it, like suicides and people getting eaten in half and people getting stomped on.
You know, surprisingly, Attack on Titan really is actually a good anime to get people into. I've actually shown Attack on Titan to people who have never seen anime before, and they loved it. Everybody that I've shown it to.
It's like it kind of sucks you in, especially since it's involving teens. For me, I have a sweet spot for
A sweet spot.
when like the main characters are in teenage years, and these guys are like 15 to 17-year-olds going out to fight these big gigantic monsters, and there's a good chance that they're not going to come back.
90% of people in anime are somehow related to a high school in some way.
I know, but like, and when dark things happen to teenagers, what I mean, like, I love dark things happening to like teenagers because I can put myself in their shoes. I can relate better to them.
You know what
I mean?
Because everyone has issues when they're a teenager.
Yeah, because when I was a little bit younger, my issue was dealing with people that were trying to. There was gigantic titans trying to kill me.
Yep.
Exactly.
Relatable stuff.
See, like, it's what.
It was called your mother.
Jeez. It's called your mother. That's something else, Nosebleed. I don't know how bad your childhood was, but
if we're suggesting anime to start off with, Code Geass, come on.
Oh, I was gonna say, if we're talking about Attack on Titan, we have to talk about
Yeah,
Sword Art
I
Online
mean-
because it's fucking super popular.
these two are very mainstream anime, and I don't think they're bad though. Attack on Titan I don't think is bad at all. I think Sword Art Online is a fantastic gateway anime into action and romance genre.
Sword Art Online was one
Fuck
of the
the
first.
romance in that.
Yeah,
The
Sword
romance
Art-
in that is
Sword Art
so
Online had
shit. What are you
terrible-
talking about?
Yeah,
It has
I
a-
agree.
it has
I
a
agree. I
blend.
think-
It has
They
a blend
even get
of-
married.
Oh, okay, fine. You guys can all die, okay? I enjoyed the cutesy
Yeah, we'll
moments.
die
in it.
by your mom, the Titan.
The title of this episode should be Hunter's Mum the Titan, I swear to God.
The title is I'm just Mom the Titan. I
Perfect title.
Sword Art Online actually for me was actually one of my first shows that I actually started watching with subtitles, because originally when I started watching anime, I actually did not watch subtitles. I refused.
Alright, we're getting the stones again. You might want to start running now.
That's when I first started. Okay, I actually prefer subtitles over.
There's more pitchforks now.
But
Torches.
The army's heavily growing.
I see a cross down there. I don't know about you guys. I see a cross down there.
But it was actually the first subtitles that I actually allowed myself to watch. I'm not saying Sword Art Online's a good anime. It's not. But
yeah, the first season's good.
okay, no,
First
the
12
first half.
episodes.
The first half of the first season is good, and then after it's just no.
Actually, not into the action romance genre, the fantasy genre. I think that's an excellent anime into the fantasy genre.
I'd rather watch Log Horizon any day of the week.
You know what?
I'd also prefer that as well by a mile.
Screw you guys. I enjoyed the cute honeymoon moments in Sword Art. Okay?
Again, we're going back to the thing where you want a whole world of cuteness, then we'll murder it in the next hour.
Yes.
Have you heard
is that too much
from Log Horizon, the opening? Come on.
It's just okay. Crossing Field from Sword Art, bro. Come on.
I mean, that's good, but I put mine on a mission.
I would have liked Sword Art Online if they slowed it down and took more time to actually develop a world and a connection with the worlds.
Yeah, I would agree that too. That does have some. It does have some.
Oh,
flaws
the
in it,
pacing in Sword Art Online was absolutely atrocious. It was. I mean, it was way too fast. Like, no.
We advanced 20 levels per episode.
Oh yeah,
guys.
exactly. It was just like, what the heck? It's like, how many more cool boss fights could we have had? Which, by the way, the animation really in it wasn't that good. It looked good, but the fights between the bosses felt lazy.
I think they just wanted
where
to
I'm
do two
different from
halves,
all
so
of
really,
you.
wasn't it? They just wanted to do two halves, so they just kind of skipped over anything that could actually be even cooler.
Yeah, I think the animation got better in Sword Art Online 2, I believe. I think the second season of it got better in animation.
This is where I'm different from all of you, because when I watch anime, I never care about the animation. It's all plot, story, characters. There's my phone, sweet.
A combination
love
of
some
both
good
is
animation.
needed.
I
in my
mean,
opinion.
I think my final opinion on like a good fantastic gateway. Well, I have two actually. I have Gurren Lagann and Soul Eater. I think Soul Eater is just it's a very, it's one of my favorite all-time shonens of all-time shonens. One of my favorite shonens of all time, cause it has funny moments and it's a comedy mostly, and it could be targeted towards.
Can you tell us
younger-
what it is?
Oh, so what the Soul Eater?
I didn't catch if you even said it. You were just describing it for like an hour.
Soul Eater, basically, people turn into weapons, and then there's weapon users, and these weapon users use the people that turn into weapons to fight witches and collect souls, and they're basically miniature Grim Reapers.
And they
they're
eat them.
I was just wondering what the name was. I didn't hear the name.
Oh, I said Soul Eater. Well, rip, I just told the story. Anyways,
It's okay, first episode.
It's a very funny story that can be targeted towards a younger audience, and it gets better, and I don't know, it just attracted me. I liked it.
Even though Soul Eater is one of my favorites, I disagree with its being a gateway anime, because the animation is so different. It may,
it's
Turn
like,
on
it's like
people,
you're high.
That's a good point. It's actually like your high.
Okay, yeah, it is very different than. Okay,
It looks
you know
really
what?
good, though. It looks really good.
It does. I recommend that anime nonetheless. Anybody who likes shonen should watch it. I guess a good gateway anime to replace it would be freaking Seven Deadly Sins.
As a gateway, I'm not sure.
What about Steins Gate?
That's too much of a.
That'd be a mind fuck for some.
That was one for me. Okay, like I'm like when I keep saying and like. Anyways, when Troy recommended me the anime Steins Gate, I was like, okay, I'll check it out. I watched like the first couple episodes. I'm like, this is so boring.
That's just,
And then, you know, as
you
soon-
plebeian.
As soon I was like, this is very slow. This is like a very I keep saying the stupid word like. This is a very slow anime, I thought to myself, and I thought that it was going to be very slow through the rest of it. And it was a very slow anime, and it takes a lot to watch it. But it's a very good anime, too. The animation's good, and after you get to a certain part of the series where someone keeps dying and dying and dying, and like the same person keeps dying and dying.
In other words,
it's really good.
Hunter can't appreciate an anime taking time to develop its characters.
Yep, pretty much.
Don't judge.
I still think Seven Deadly Sins would be an okay. Like, for fantasy itself, it creates a world that isn't that bad.
Yeah,
It sets up the magic pretty well. Well, I shouldn't say magic, I'd say the powers.
and it's like one of those shows that you would watch on Cartoon Network, basically, in my opinion. Like, there's those shows like I keep saying like, oh my god.
It's okay, you're a teenage girl, we get it.
Just gonna keep going, aren't you?
Yes. It's my job.
You know what? Last thing I recommend, Naruto. I already watched Naruto.
No, don't you even.
No.
No.
Don't go there.
If you're gonna recommend it, you gotta read it. You can't
I was
watch
being
it. There's way
sarcastic.
too
I
much
was making
filler.
a joke.
Just like, don't watch any of the mega hit ones. Just stop.
Yeah, the Forbidden Five. You know, Bleach, Fairy Tail, Fairy Tail, Bleach, Naruto, One Piece. What am I missing? Is Hunter x Hunter considered one of the Forbidden Five?
I don't know. There's a whole lot of. There's like 1 million episodes in it.
There's a lot of mainstream anime. Try to go for the
Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball's one of the Forbidden, right? There you go. But yeah, there's a lot of good anime to start you off there. It just depends on the person you're introducing anime to.
Those shows aren't necessarily bad, by the way. It's just don't call yourself an anime fan if that's all you're watching.
Yeah, basically, you have to dig deeper. You have to dig into like the scraps and look at the ones that are actually good.
The scraps.
The
I would say
scraps.
the scrap. Basically, you have to search deep.
Well, no. See, it's like
Now
it's
that
like
reminds
the
me
tip
of
of the
Kill la Kill.
iceberg. All the
The
mainstream
scraps?
anime is like the tip of the iceberg, and then there's the under, which is so much better.
Yeah, like, you're not even, if you're watching Naruto, One Piece, and Hunter x Hunter, Fairy Tail, blah blah blah, Soul. I keep saying Soul Eater, Bleach. You're not even getting to the real meat of this type of media, this type of help me out here,
Art
guys.
form.
Art form, this type of entertainment. There you go. The real meat is what's below all the mainstream anime.
Yeah. There's a lot of good stuff that doesn't get a lot of attention. There's a lot of great stuff.
And I guess the best thing is just have your friend explore. Just explore everything.
You know what?
Let him make his own decision.
Brynhilde in the Darkness.
I haven't watched it.
I just wanted to hear if anybody had a reaction to that. But
Well, I think that's about it, guys. I think we covered most of the good gateway.
for the
anime,
most part,
everything.
yeah, it seems like we kind of got it.
You guys
Well-
want to say what your top 2 anime before we all leave?
My top 2 anime for gateway anime is Soul Eater. And
I just said period because people
top
can
2
latch onto
period.
it.
Okay, I'm gonna say my top 2 gateway anime just because we're on the subject.
Whatever.
My top 2 gateway anime is Soul Eater and Angel Beats. What's your top 2 gateway anime, Ryan?
School. No, I'm joking.
Just go.
I'm okay.
Boku no Pico.
Oh god. Probably Gurren Lagann, and I'd say Code Geass, personally.
School days.
Oh god.
How about
Lucky
you?
Star.
What's your true 2 gateway anime, Troy?
My favorite gateway anime, or which one I would recommend the most? Maybe Attack on Titan. Or
What's
Death
your-
Note.
what's your-
Death Note. Death Note.
Death
Actually.
Note, Attack on Titan. Okay.
One of those
How
two.
how about you, Nosebleed?
Gurren Lagann, and I can't remember the name of the second one. It's kind of pissing me off.
Kama Ga Kill.
No, it's none of the ones that we talked about. It's a high school one, but that does not narrow it down at all.
High School of the Dead.
So close to
No.
nearly any anime ever.
Shut up, you're not helping.
Okay, how about you, Melis?
Well, I guess mine are Danganronpa and Butoon.
B2. Yeah, those two were actually pretty good too. We didn't talk about B2 or Danganronpa
No,
much,
don't
but those
don't recommend Batum to anyone. Nobody should.
Why?
That's what it is.
Yo, it's not that bad.
It is that.
Okay.
It is that bad.
It ends.
No,
I remembered my second one.
Without
My second one was Baka and Test.
Back in test. Okay.
Baka and Test.
Well, anyways, guys.
Batum
Anyway,
triggers
guys, I can't end this.
Please repeat. Anyway, guys.
me.
Okay.
Here, let's all do a
Any-
chorus. Anyway, guys. Anyway, guys.
Anyways,
guys.
this has been a SUGOI cast, guys.
Anyways,
And oh my god, guys. How many times is Hunter gonna say guys in the last 15 minutes of the...
I was saying anyway, girls. I mean, we have a girl here. We can't
Okay,
keep saying
anyways,
guys.
males and females,
Ladies and gentlemen,
ladies and gentlemen, this has been a
wankers and
SUGOI.
anchors.
bitches and bastards everywhere.
This has been a SUGOI podcast. We'll see you in the next one.